Getting into today's video. So, once again, we are on the topic of PlayStation Portable. Sony is finally, rumors has it that they're gonna release a PlayStation Portable, another one, the PSP 3, PS Vita 2, whatever you call it. Most likely they're not gonna go with the PS Vita name, but it's still gonna be a Vita. This is an awesome console. I said it every time, bro. I'm playing this console in 2024. Now, from various leaks, you guys could take pause the video and read this for yourself. But basically, it's a AMD processor. It's gonna be on par to similar to the PS4. Now, this is a leak, but given the way the market is, I would assume this is a very reputable leak. So hopefully this thing happens, but take that with a grain of salt. This device is not out yet, but it's looking very promising. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts. Did wrong, which once again, like, I love the Nintendo Switch, but I hate it. They don't have trophies. You can't message. A lot of things you could do on the PlayStation Vita, you cannot do with the Nintendo Switch. And given this is a old device now, I think it's past 10 years old. You got the back touchpad, all of those features like touchscreen, yada yada. You can actually watch movies. Like, it's cool. This thing's awesome, bro. Listen to music, whatever. But enough of that. The new PlayStation Vita makes a lot of, or should I say, the new PlayStation Portable is gonna make a lot of sense. I always said the PlayStation Portable was garbage, and
know your fucking place, trash. Fucking robots. Don't give a fuck about no robots. They ain't got no soul.
still stand by that. Reason being, nobody needs another garbage device to play remote play with your PlayStation 5 when we could just do that with our phones. Now, given handhelds have come such a good place, damn, video music so loud. Let me turn this thing down. For example, I got the Steam Deck, which to me, I always call this a portable PlayStation 4/PlayStation 5, because it is so powerful, bro. This shit's powerful, bro. Like, I got GTA 5, Fallout 4, GTA 4, I got Witcher 3 on this thing, bro. Like, this console is so powerful, and it's a portable PC. We ever reach a point in time where, like, these things are so good that, like, this, like, bro, like, as I said, it's like a downscale PS5. It could run almost anything, and any game you can't run on one of these portable PCs. Like, for example, like some Steam games, not every game supported on Steam. You dual boot, bro. I have a SD card in here, 256 gigs with Windows 10 on it. Well, Windows 11, just so I could play GTA 5, because I got that free on Epic Games. So I'm not gonna buy that game on Steam. So any game that I can't play on Steam with Steam OS, I just go to the Windows side. A lot of people are kind of lazy and don't even know how to do it, but like, dual booting is so easy on this thing. Like, it's not that hard, and Windows on these devices is not that, like, horrible of an experience. It's pretty simple once you get the drivers down. Like, it will function the same. Once you set up a little gimmick for texting, like for the keyboard, because Windows already has all of these. And look at this graphics, bro. 60 frames. Now, this isn't the OLED Steam Deck. There's an OLED version, which is wild, but like, it looks so good. I just put on a couple settings to tweak it to get like deeper colors on the Steam Deck, and like, it's amazing. And this thing can run Cyberpunk and all those games, bro. FPS, this could run up to 60 on most games if I really if I like just fiddle with the settings. Depends, like, my game is a high, so like, I run it between like 40 to 50, 60-ish on a game like Witcher. So, but the lowest it'll tank to is in the 40s, as you can see. But like, you could still overclock this console, and you can run most modern games. It also has RTX support. Now I wish they would add more of the ray tracing support, but this thing can handle ray tracing. Certain games come on here with ray tracing. Now this thing is so great to me. Portable GTA 5, portable Fallout 4. What more can I ask for? So on to the new PlayStation. Put that in the limelight. So basically, what I'm trying to get at is I even don't even use my Nintendo Switch anymore. I sold it. I'm probably gonna get the Switch too, but that's not what I'm trying to say. Not trying to overwhelm you guys. Well, basically, what I'm trying to say is the main reason I think this kind of didn't sell as much or Sony expected is because they dropped this during the ending cycle of the PlayStation 3, and I guess they were focused on PS4. All they needed to do was more marketing and just add more games. So I guess the main problem with PlayStation Vita was the games library, but still Vita has some good games. Certain games like Borderlands 2 had like a terrible frame rate, but if you'd overclock your system, which is what I did to play certain games a lot better, like Borderlands 2 and God of War collections, then the Vita is no problems. Homebrew support has come a long way. I'm telling you, like the homebrew community made this thing the ultimate console, bro. Like I've got PSP, even though you could play PSP on here naturally, but I got PSP emulators, all this stuff. Like the Vita is crazy. They're porting over GTA San Andreas on this, which I showed you guys before. If Sony would pay Rockstar and other developers just to port their games over, they did it properly, because this thing is it's not as powerful as most modern day phones, but it's like equivalent to that you could reverse engineer most modern-ish like mobile games to run on a PlayStation Vita. It's gotten to the point where a lot of mobile games are getting ported on here, which to be honest, if they were here on day one, then this thing would have been killer. And of course, a lot of things flopped, like the memory card being expensive. Once again, that's on Sony. Here I have Resident Evil 2. I remember when I first played this on PS3 to PS4, like this game was just awesome. I first saw it on PS Vita. Like games like this, and that day, it's not really the limitations of the console that was the problem, because this was ahead of its time, better than the 3DS. It was more like the software support. Once again, that is where the main problem comes in. But anyways, um, let me talk about the new PlayStation. The new PlayStation is gonna make a lot of sense if Sony just implements, instead of giving us a stupid remote play device, which like once again the PlayStation Portal is garbage, because you could just use a PS Vita. If you in the homebrew community, which is so easy, you could get a remote play PS5 version of this to play your PS5 through your PS Vita. If you have a Steam Deck or a portable PC, you could also play your PS5 on that too. So we always needed a better like dedicated handheld, but they're gonna do it. So rumor has it they're using an AMD processor and graphics card, which makes sense because this also is an AMD and so is a PS5. So AMDs have like really good GPU. They could also go with NVIDIA as well, like Nintendo maybe do like a combination, but Sony Sony already has like market and like mark like they have already like them and AMD are like on good terms, so like they're making their processors. So this thing is not gonna come out to the next 2 years, I've been told, which to me, if they're gonna drop it in 2 years, it makes a lot of sense. The reason why I like the idea of the new PlayStation Vita, I say the PlayStation Portal, everybody told them was a flop. Congratulations, guys. We told it. We told Sony, yo, get out of here. That was garbage. You know what I mean? But instead of being harder to sell, it's gonna sell easy. Cause one, this and PSP had already left a very good impression on the community. Every single console that's portable that came out, to me, is always gonna be equal or compared to this thing. Even the Switch, the main reason to me the Switch sold as good as it did, even for me, is because it's literally like a PSP, PlayStation Vita, whatever. So the new Switch is rumored to play PS4 quality games. Now the new PlayStation Portable is gonna play PS4 games, which makes sense now. So in other words, since Sony doesn't want to develop or pay developers to port to make new games, then just make a portable device that can play existing games. The PS4 has a big library. One is gonna be very successful because we're gonna have the PlayStation 4 library, right? And not just like little remasters or re-releases of certain games. Like on here, like we got re-releases of Sonic All Stars, which is on everything: Xbox, PS3, PS4, whatever. This is a really good Sonic game. I don't like any of the new Sonic drive around racing games. This was the best one to me, honestly, because you could transform. But it makes a lot of sense. So we're gonna get like all the PlayStation 4 library of games, and I'd say maybe some PS5-ish games. Now they have 2 more years to do this, right? 2026 GTA 6 year. If they really wanna stand out, because Nintendo's most likely gonna drop the Switch 2 by March, which they're not really a competitor to Sony. Like Nintendo, you guys flopped, okay? Your games are too overpriced. I'm telling you, because I own a Switch, and you're releasing old games. You don't have trophy support, which annoys the hell out of me. Like I like my trophies, bro. Look, I have a PlayStation. I like my trophies. Okay, PSP never had trophies, but like that was an older console. This has trophies. I feel so good knowing I can play this on a PS3 and get my trophies up, and I can see them on my PS5, PS4, whatever. Xbox has trophies. Steam Deck has an achievement system, bro. Like Nintendo just dropped the ball on that one. So even the new Nintendo, if Nintendo or anyone from Nintendo is watching my video, get an achievement system on the Nintendo Switch, bro. Like it like, bro, it actually annoys me. Games without trophies to me is like me pirating games back then when I used to pirate games. Now I just buy games. So to me, like when I'm playing a fuck Zelda on my Switch and I did all these hours and I don't even get a little achievement saying, "Oh, you did this." Like I just feel like, yo, what's the point? But I mean, the game is still fun. But like, just get us an achievement system. I cannot stress on that enough. Anyways, yeah, the new PlayStation Portable will make a lot of sense because they don't have to develop new games. They'll just have all the PS4 games. They could port it over. They don't have to port it over. Maybe developers might have to send an update to make certain games run at certain like performance differences. Like I don't know how powerful this device gonna be, and given that PS4 and PS5 isn't too far off, other than the 4K and HDR and just like a faster like processing, like it's not too far off other than ray tracing. So a lot of games like Fortnite, stuff like that, should will still be available on both consoles, because we don't have much next gen exclusive, aka because at the end of the day, like as I said before and I said again, the PS4 and Xbox Ones and Xbox One S is not going anywhere anytime soon. Too many of those consoles are sold. 1080p is still a good quality, and even the Xbox One S's could do 4K, and PS4 Pro could checkbox render 4K, 2K, whatever. So the point is, the hardware is still pretty good, and if you put an SSD in those hardwares, you're gonna get better loading times. So I think it'll be very smart. It sounds like a good plan for them to make basically a PlayStation 4 portable, but they got 2 years, so maybe they could kind of up it a little bit better to make it a little bit better than a PS4, to where it, or even just in between like a Steam Deck, PS4, PS5. So even Nintendo's new Switch, which it's not gonna be that great, but maybe PS4 level, it wouldn't even compare. Like the new Switch 2 wouldn't even compare to the new PlayStation. And then Sony will dominate everywhere in the gaming space again, both portably and home consoles. So, yeah, it sounds good. I hope it happens. It seems like it's gonna happen. I feel like they made the PlayStation Portal to test out the market, even though nobody asked for it. But I think now that they've seen the Steam Decks, the ROG, and all these little things and Nintendo Switches, they're really starting to see like, yo, we dropped the ball. Plus, PS Vita is still kicking, yo. Homebrew community is making this thing phenomenal. So, Sony, hope you learn your actual lesson. Be smarter. Sounds like you got a good plan going. Just don't cheap out and maybe bring the new portable PlayStation with an actual OLED screen like you did with the PlayStation Vita 1000 and give it a good battery life. And yeah, yo, it sounds good, man. Make sure so it's compatible with PlayStation Vita games as well. Okay, so that's it for me, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Peace.